Hello, Namaste, Salam Walaikum, Sastriyakal. Welcome back to another session with your washchef at vareva.com. Today, I am going to show you a bread which is Indianized. That's what it is called, masala bread. You eat it with any mild soup or just apply a little butter and eat it, you will be so happy. Dear friends, let's go ahead and learn how to make this masala bread. For this, take 125 ml of water, add 5 grams of salt, 15 grams of sugar and 5 grams of yeast. This is active yeast. This will get dissolved in this in no time. Add 225 grams of flour in this and we're going to make a nice soft dough. Actually this is the wrong way of doing it, but anyway, I'll get this spoon out. Now, even before you make this into a soft dough, in this add some crushed cumin, add some chili flakes. This will make this nice and hot. Green chilies chopped very little if you add more of chili flakes. This is dill leaves. Dear friends, you do not have to follow this recipe as it is. You can add your own flavoring herbs and spices, whatever you like. Even some people just add garam masala powder and make this. So I am adding some dill leaves. That's what I like, and some chopped coriander. Now mix all of this with this dough and then knead to a nice smooth soft dough. Knead this dough for around 5 minutes. Then we're going to rest this dough 5 minutes, after which we're going to add butter. After 5 minutes of resting, add 15 grams of butter in this and again knead it well. Knead it for another 3-4 minutes. See, when you knead it well, the gluten forms, that is a protein in the flour. I cannot stress enough, the more you knead, the more nice evenly the holes will be distributed in the bread and your bread will be nice and soft. Now look at this dough. This is nice and soft. All the butter get nicely mixed up with this. Now just tuck in the dough so that this outside is soft like a smooth surface. Then take a wet muslin cloth and cover it. Now we are going to rest this dough for at least 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we are going to punch the dough and we are going to see how wonderful and soft the bread will come after punching it. After leaving this masala dough to rest for around 30 minutes in a warm place, the dough is all nice and perfect. All we need to do is just punch it and knead it one more time, but this time you don't need to knead much. Punch it and just fold this dough. So what we are trying to do is, by punching this dough, we are going to remove or evenly distribute the carbon dioxide, that is the reaction with this yeast, and then we are going to rest this dough one more time by nicely tucking it in for another 20 minutes. We are going to let this rest. After that, we are going to divide them into bread rolls. So again, make sure you let this dough rest in a nice warm place so that the yeast can develop and aerate for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes of resting, with a very little flour, just with your hands, just stretch the dough and cut them into 8 equal portions in the circular motion. Now you can take this dough and make into nice rolls. Today we are going to make just round. In the future sessions I am going to show you many shapes. And now for the final resting. This is very important because this is what makes the bread roll soft. Rest them covered for another 15 to 20 minutes. Now look at them, they have become big, soft and ready to go into the oven. Look at this masala bread dough, nicely puffed up, and we are going to give a water wash because we want to make this fully vegetarian. Just take the brush and apply some water on top. People add egg, honey and various kinds of wash, and then we are going to put this in the oven at 200 degrees centigrade. You can go up to 220 degrees centigrade and bake them for 15 to 20 minutes. Now look at these rolls, nice and soft. First when you remove them, they will look a little bit hard on top, but the sides will be soft. In no time, the bread doughs will become nice and soft. What we need to do is, to get a good shine, just apply some melted butter or even oil on top with a brush and they will become nice and shiny. As well as in another 2 minutes, the bread rolls also will become nice and soft. Fantastic. And the most important thing is the nice aroma these masala rolls are giving. Wow. being a chef, you are very lucky that you get to eat things really fresh just out of the oven. Just take these bread rolls, wow, masala bread rolls, and put in little butter inside, and that's it. With these kind of rolls, I don't need a soup or anything, just as is. Lot of people, when they pray for God, they will have so many requirements from the God. But for me, I only ask one thing for the God. If there is a rebirth, I just want to be a chef again and be wash chef. Dear friends, these are fantastic bread just from the oven. Enjoy it. Nice, little bit of spicy, little bit of hot. Wow, fantastic. Dear friends, but do not forget, Vareva is all about inspiring others to cook. So please post your recipes and cooking tips at vareva.com so others can benefit from your great cooking. Thank you.